Well, greetings, folks. Bill O'Leary here in this video, coming to answer the question, how do you qualify for Medicaid to pay for a nursing home? So in this video, you're going to learn what Medicaid is, what Medicaid pays for, and then how you can qualify for Medicaid. Quick introduction. Again, my name is Bill O'Leary. I'm a lawyer that focuses on elder law, estate planning, and probate and trust administration here in Jacksonville, Florida. My firm is Legacy Planning Law Group. Let's jump right in. Almost 70% of people over age 65 will need some form of long-term care at some point, and it's very expensive. Nursing home costs average about $10,000 a month across Florida, and I think that data probably is a little on the low side. It's a couple years old given inflation. And boy, that will burn through your assets very quickly, what I like to call the family treasure. So is there a way to get help for paying for it? The answer is yes, and it's called Medicaid. So Medicaid, it's a joint federal and state program that provides health care coverage to over 72 million Americans, about 20% of the population. So the federal government, they set the Medicaid sort of policies, and they contribute money to state Medicaid funds. Then each state takes it from there to manage their own Medicaid program. Medicaid regulations vary from state to state. So for those who are eligible, Medicaid will pay for the complete cost of nursing home care, including room and board. So Medicaid will pay for the nursing home care on an ongoing, continuous, long-term basis for however long that level of care is needed, even if for the rest of someone's life. Now, Medicaid should not be confused with Medicare. Medicare will only cover part of the cost of a nursing home, and in the best case, only for a maximum of 100 days, which means starting on day 101, Medicare is out of the picture. To qualify for Florida's nursing home Medicaid program, you have to basically need a nursing home level of care. That means you need to be able to show that your condition is serious enough that you're going to be in need of a nursing home environment with round-the-clock nursing care. Now, Florida has a screening program for these long-term care applicants called a CARES assessment. And this assessment is done by the Department of Elder Affairs. So someone will personally interview you, or if you're not capable of that, a designated representative like a family member, and ask many questions about your ability to function, the kind of help you need, and your medical conditions. Once you show that you require that nursing home level of care, you will next need to show that the service that you want is medically necessary. So the CARES assessment itself, along with input from your treatment providers, will help determine the particular long-term care service that you are seeking, whether that in fact meets this medical necessity test. Now, even if you meet the nursing home level of care, you still have to qualify for Florida's managed long-term care program if and only if you meet financial requirements, an income test and an asset test. First, let's talk about income. If you receive supplemental security income, known as SSI, you're already eligible as it relates to income, okay? Understand, SSI is not the same thing as Social Security. People often confuse them. Now, if you don't receive SSI, your monthly income cannot be any higher than $2,523. That's the income limit that we are under here in 2022. By the way, it's going up next year, 2023, to $2,742. And oh, by the way, if you're married, Medicaid only looks at your income. Medicaid does not look at your spouse's income, what we call the community spouse. If your income exceeds this limit, not to worry. Medicaid allows someone with too much income to still qualify as long as they set up a special kind of trust called a qualified income trust, known as a QIT for short. Oh, by the way, a lawyer needs to set up this kind of trust. And yes, we prepare these trusts. Now, if you are or will be moving to a nursing home, you're going to be required to contribute most of your income to the facility for your care. Understand that. You don't get to keep it. Your family doesn't get to keep it. It's going to go to the facility as part of your share of the cost, called the a patient responsibility. There's a small holdback each month of $130 called a personal needs allowance, but everything else, the rest of your income, has to go to the facility. Now, in addition to income, you can't have too many assets in order to qualify for Florida Medicaid. You know, things like money in the bank account, retirement accounts, land, property, personal accounts like cars. The asset limit for an individual is $2,000. Hope you were sitting down for that. Now, some types of assets usually don't count toward the asset limit, and a big one being the home, the personal residence, as long as the equity value in the home is not any higher than $636,000. Again, that is a number we've been operating under in 2022. It's going to go up next year, 2023. Another prime example of an excluded asset is a car. And oh, by the way, if you're married, Medicaid will look at not only your assets, but your spouse's assets. Thankfully, your spouse, called the community spouse, can keep more than $2,000 that you're limited to, as long as your spouse also doesn't need nursing home care. If you both need nursing home care, then that's a different situation entirely. And by the way, the limit for the community spouse as it relates to assets in 2022 is $137,400. And again, that's going up in 2023. So, hey, if you'd like to know a little bit more about how you can qualify for Medicaid and how to use Medicaid to pay for a nursing home, and maybe you want to find out how we could help, we'd love to talk to you. So to make it really easy to take that initial sort of first step, we invite you to schedule a free 15-minute, what we call discovery phone call. And by the way, scheduling cannot be any easier. There's a link at the bottom of this video where you can click on it. It takes you straight to our scheduling page. Just pick the day and time that works for you. Also invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Legacy Planning Law Group. We have a growing library of videos about different topics relating to the types of law that I do: estate planning, elder law, probate, and so forth. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now. And on behalf of everybody here at my team, Team Legacy, go make it a great day and a better world.